Thank you for joining me in another edition of Don't Do What Don Did. Despite having many excellent examples of a design to follow, Don decides to go it on his own and rearranges the pads into this potentially elegant 4x3 grid layout. Here's the first completed example. Looks pretty cool. The second completed example also looks pretty cool. The problem is that when you debug it, it doesn't look at all like what we expect it to. So every time you have a problem, you end up thinking, what the heck? Because it doesn't look at all like what it should. Even if it is electrically equivalent to this, you end up rediscovering that every time you try to debug. So don't do what Don did. Don also thought it would be very clever to mount his relay in a push-pin socket. The problem there is it's way too fiddly, introduces a whole bunch of fault points, and doesn't add a lot of value. Oh, yes, that is a burn mark where Don tried to scorch a hole into his relay with his soldering iron. No reason to do that either. Here, Don has retreated to the suggested design of upside-down relay, which makes it very easy to follow the reference architecture. So certainly don't do what Don did there. Lastly, Don thought it would be very clever to mount his project in two separate boards so it fit within his cigar case. Very fiddly, introduces a whole host of problems, and not much value added. So don't do what Don did there either. So in total, I recommend you build the way the design suggests. Thanks very much for joining this edition of Don't Do What Don Did. Bye-bye.